So allegedly, well, not allegedly, because I think they still posted the video. They cut a segment from SmackDown that was LA Knight and Rick Boogs talking, and I don't know exactly. I haven't seen the video because I was just so irritated about the idea of them cutting a segment that involved LA Knight from SmackDown. But they are now promoting that they will be tag teaming on next week's SmackDown against who I can't remember, but reports, at least on the dirt sheets, which I like to say because, take it with a grain of salt or don't, whatever you want to do. The plans currently for LA Knight are to keep him tag teaming with Rick Boogs. It's supposedly not something that's supposed to last a very long time, but I'm so irritated about it because other than the fact that, Rick Boogs is entertaining, but like, come on now. Like, come on. The fact that LA Knight works these house shows and is basically one of the most over people at these house shows consistently because the videos are posted and it's loud and he's kind of getting a babyface reaction, which I love too, because just go with that then.
Yeah, just you gotta go with it.
Yeah, and so the fact that he's not really been on television, that he's not getting airtime, that they had him on SmackDown and they're just not having him on, then they're cutting his segments and putting him with a tag team. I'm just like, Triple H, what are you doing? Like, what are we doing? Supposedly there's allegedly there is a big push coming, but I'm like, but we've been hearing that for months and anything, you've had him on TV less.
And it's kind of obvious that there's a big push coming. The problem is, and I'm going to revert back to what I said earlier, is that you can't just throw LA Knight into whatever's going on right now, because then that you kind of, give him a ceiling, and you don't want to give him a ceiling right now. You want to just let him show up at these house shows, just get so over with the crowds at these house shows, so that when you finally have the new title in place, get a couple weeks leading up to Money in the Bank. Maybe he wins Money in the Bank. Maybe he wins something else. Maybe he wins U.S. title. I know it's going to get taken the wrong way, but I don't care what's going on with LA Knight right now.
Okay.
Because
you see the future.
I have foresight.
You see the potential.
I there it is. I understand what they're doing, because you can't just throw him in right now, because all he's going to do is just have matches with guys like Xavier Woods, and it's going to be great. He's going to put on a really good match, but that's it. Okay. Does he need to be wrestling that in that match? Maybe for views, but for him, no, he doesn't. You need to, what they are doing right now is figure out everything, make him have a little feud with Austin Theory, win U.S. title, win Money in the Bank, and then right after he loses the U.S. title, because don't have it be a long reign. He doesn't need to have a long reign. He's U.S. He just needs to have that kind of credibility. Once you lose that, boom, he's like, I'm a champion, this bullshit, whatever. And then he cashes in on whoever the champ is at that time. Boom, there's how you do that. So, and that's a couple months away. There's a lot of good shit going on. There's a lot of better shit going on right now within the programming that kind of needs your attention. So let him do. Yeah. Just let him do it. It's okay.
I mean, I just wish I was that optimistic. I'm just not. So I just, I just want to see that. It's just a shame to me that he got such a significant feud with Bray Wyatt, and that it's just been a rapid decline since. That's just what I'm bummed about. Plus, like I said, he's so over at house shows. Like, how do you not? I don't know.
The Bray Wyatt injury screwed up a lot of that.
Yeah, I think I'm not optimistic because we've seen this before and it never panned out to be anything great. And so we're unfamiliar with how Triple H deals with these things because it's not even been a year since he was, given this title. So I always revert to the mentality that was beaten into my brain from watching WWE for so long, and that is the Vince McMahon way of dealing with talent. And so I'm always convinced that that's what we're going to see. And so I think that's why it's difficult, because I feel like there's no reason to not capitalize on what you have in LA Knight. There's no reason. He's far too talented to be doing absolutely nothing.